The Longhorn Steakhouse Loop Trail at Dr. Phillips Park is now officially open.
Today we're christening the trail system, and it's a partnership along with Darden Restaurants and the National Parks and Recreation Department to enhance what used to be an old trail that people still would occasionally use, but they've upgraded it. They put markers along the way, some recycled seating benches, and really opened it back up for the public to enjoy it.
Orange County Parks and Recreation received funding for the trail refurbishment from a Great American Trails grant.
This came about through a grant that we applied for and received from the National Recreation and Parks Association, and Darden Restaurants provided us a $15,000 grant sponsored by Longhorn Steakhouse to build this, to enhance and add to the small trail that we had in this area.
NRPA worked with Darden Restaurant Group, particularly the Darden Foundation, to identify eight regions, eight different cities within the country to make these park improvements. And the Orlando, Orange County area was one of the areas that were selected. And so we worked with Orange County Parks and Recreation to identify, the park that had a perfect need, the greatest need for an improvement such as this. And with Orange County Parks and Recreation's assistance, we identified Dr. Phillips Park as the recipient of these funds.
Even with over 40 miles of trails in the Orange County Park system, the Longhorn Steakhouse Loop is unique.
Dr. Phillips, over the years, has evolved in a very large community, subdivision after subdivision, a lot of them gated, some non-gated. And as all of that took place years and years and years ago, there wasn't really an overall plan on how parks were going to be incorporated into the development. Today, with a lot of our plans now, we make sure that park space is set aside for future growth. It's a very urban area in southwest Orange County, and given the fact that this Dr. Phillips Park is the only park for thousands of community members down here, this is the only natural open area that a lot of the kids are going to have the opportunity to see.
The partnerships that built the trail are just as unique as the need that it met.
This, again, is an example of a very successful public-private partnership, leveraging private funds with the expertise, know-how, and community reach of public parks and recreation agencies such as Orange County Parks and Recreation.
Well, Longhorn's been around about 31 years, and one of our core values, things that we measure ourselves on, is to positively contribute to the community and to be a good citizen. And so we try to stay very close to the communities, because the community are our diners. They love to dine in Longhorn, and we love to have them. And so what's important to them is important to us. And so we're always looking for those opportunities, and the parks is a huge opportunity. And when it came up, it was just seemed just right for us.
So if you think about restaurants, we use natural resources in everything we do every day. Water for preparing food, energy for keeping the lights on and running the air conditioning, particularly here in Orlando. But we also produce a lot of waste, and we also depend on agriculture for us to be able to have the food that we provide to our guests and nourish and delight them every day. So the environment is a very important priority to Darden, both in our business practices but also in our foundation. And so as we look for opportunities for where we could really support communities, we believe that parks and working on issues around water and agriculture made a lot of sense for us at Darden. And so parks is something that people can enjoy, provides a great meeting place for folks to hang out with their families and their friends, and it's typically a great community asset, just like our restaurants are. And so it allows folks to really give back and to be a part of something that can make an impact here in Orlando.
Bringing together a community that cares and a government that cares results in impressive improvements that will last for generations.
Darden is one of our best community partners. We're so fortunate to have their headquarters here, right here in Orange County. I think some people overlook that, but they're great community partners, and they're great economic partners. So we're very, very fortunate to have those part of our community. And the trail loop is now going to be called the Longhorn Steak Loop. So, and we're going to have some steak in just a minute on behalf of Longhorn Steak. So let me put a plug in to all of our viewers. Be grateful for the fact that we have headquarters like Darden here. And when if you're hungry and looking for a good meal, check out a Darden Steakhouse or any of their wonderful restaurants. And be grateful that we have economic partners like we do.
I'm just excited to be here, and I can't wait to get more involved as opportunities arise. Very, very happy to do business in Orlando.